I know I talk a lot about watching our country implode on itself. Every time we turn on the news, it seems like more and more evidence of it imploding on itself seems to be taking place. So today, I want to talk about why I think it is doing that and what the Bible tells us on what we can do about it on your morning cup of inspiration. You know, when I see what is going on in our country and in our culture, it's easy to point fingers. It's easy to look at politicians. I mean, it's so easy to look at Capitol Hill. It's easy to, we know there's a lot of bad politicians out there. It's easy to look at actors and actresses and musicians and anyone that has a platform that they can speak out. It's easy to blame them and to look at them and to blame them. Maybe not for causing all the dismay that's going on, because they fall into the same conga line like everybody else, and they just start following the leader, and they spew out nonsense talking points that their arguments are just ridiculous when you come down to it, because it doesn't even make common sense. So when you hear things going, this doesn't make sense. I mean, come on. It's true that these people may have a part in swaying other people's beliefs and other people's thoughts and their ideals. But what does God see? I think when God looks down and sees all that's going on, he's not pointing fingers at the politician or at the musicians or at the actors or actresses and that, or anyone that's taking a stand like that. I think what he is seeing is the church. He's looking at the church, which is you and which is me. And he's saying, I've instructed you what to do. I've told you what to do. I've laid it out there in black and white for you. It's in the scripture. And it says in 2 Chronicles 7:14, then if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and restore their land. That's what he tells us. We've heard that scripture thousands of times, right? Maybe a few people just heard it once or twice, maybe it's your first, but I've heard this throughout my whole life. I've heard this scripture. See, when God is talking and he's telling us this, we hear restore our land. We hear that and think, this is great. Okay, restore our land. But we don't realize he is saying to us that if my people, that's you and that's me, if my people will do this, and that's the church. Evil is going on all around us, but God says that we need to be humble. We need to humble ourselves before him and seek his face and turn from our wicked ways. See, we need to be the example. We need to be the light on the shining hill. We need to be that. And when we do that, and we all do this in concert with each other, God listens. And he said, I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and restore their land. So we have to do our part. We need to be praying diligently and seeking God's face, because he said he will take care of us. He'll never leave us or forsake us. But he says right here that he will restore our land if we do this in concert with each other. God bless everyone. Look forward to seeing you again for another morning cup of inspiration. Have a wonderful day.